What's up, GI Dojo? It's been a little while since we had a toy review slash overview. One of my very close friends, Mike, my name's Mike, his name's Michael, hooked me up with this Wolfenstein II figure based on the original computer game by Apogee Software and id Software, and I think 1992 or 93, Wolfenstein 3D. It has had several modern sequels, I think one in 2009, and this is another in 2014, and then this is from I think 2017 or something. We'll look at the date on the back of the box. But if you bought a special collector's edition of the game, it came with a 12-inch action figure. So let's look at the side of the box here. In this story of this game, this hero from World War II, William B.J. Blazkowicz, I think is how you pronounce it. He, gets injured in World War II, wakes up in 1960, and realizes in an alternate timeline that the Nazis won the war. There's a little preview of what's inside. And let's see, where's the date at? Yeah, 2017 is when this sequel, this is like the fourth main game. The timeline of the different games is a little complicated, but yeah, let's open this up and take a look. Okay, one more look at the box. I didn't realize that this is actually a slip cover. So yeah, we're here on the floor in the game room. Let's see if I can do this one-handed. Okay, excellent. The Empire's Posable Protector, Elite Hans, Enemy Edition. Let's see. Bring B.J. Terribility Blazkowicz to justice with this lifelike figure of the most dangerous villain alive. So yeah, I guess this is, because the Nazis have taken over the USA, they're in charge of, commerce and the economy. And so this is depicting, the hero of the Wolfenstein series as a cold-blooded terrorist. He's on the wrong side of history because the Allies lost in this alternate universe. But the game is about him, basically restoring the American way and freedom. So yeah, here's a different fantasy uniform sets here. Elite Hans, General Engel, Elite Soldat. Yeah, I'm not good at German. I don't have much of a German vocabulary. 5 deadly weapons here. These weapons that are inside. Now this thing, these only sell for like $30 or $40, and for all my 1/6 scale collectors, you guys, this figure might be off your radar, because here, let me take a cut. Okay, we're back. Yeah, so this might be off your radar because it's a promotional video game figure. Here, let's take this clamshell off. We'll protect the clamshell, and this seems to be a pretty premium figure. They could have got away with doing something a lot cheaper, but this thing's pretty cool. Painted details on all the weapons. Got a cool axe. Nice bomber jacket. That's really cool. And then here's the figure itself. Wolfenstein 3D, the original. It was like a mid-90s 386 computer era, 486 era, DOS era computer game, first-person shooter, and it's probably my favorite first-person shooter of all time. So yeah, let's take a quick look at the figure. But what's more important is I want to see if we can recognize what body they used for this. So we're going to strip him down in a minute. Let's look at the guns. Hopefully these are accurate to the original game as well, like you would see it from a first person perspective like that. And you know, probably one or two of these guns is from the original game, but then the others are from subsequent sequels, and you know, more specifically this game, Wolfenstein II, the new Colossus. Looks like some kind of, almost like a flamethrower gun, but you know, you got a drum magazine. This is this stuff too, it doesn't feel like collector quality, it just feels like toy quality, you know, just like durable toy quality. So yeah, let's see what kind of body we have inside here. Okay, so as I was removing this jacket, I was gonna speak to the high quality. It really feels like real leather, even though it surely can't be. But just from sitting in the box, or maybe just from me removing the jacket real gently, really very carefully, there's immediate damage to the finish of the jacket. So, you know, what do you expect? It's probably from some random company. Let's see, is there anything on here that tells us who actually manufactured this? I'll put something on the screen if I do spot something. So yeah, here also you know, in the canonical you know, the story, the canon of the game, William B.J. Blazkowicz is a Army Ranger. So anybody that's a fan of Army Rangers, that's pretty cool. I like the articulation, simple but good. Let's just go ahead and, you know, check the body. Okay, so the articulation and the body on the figure does feel pretty lightweight, and the articulation would be considered limited by a lot of people. You know, certainly inferior to something like you know, Elite Brigade, G.I. Joe, maybe M&C Toy, but still sufficient in my eyes. Cool ball joint, you know, wrists and trigger finger, you know, heads on a ball joint, and you know, cool hip joints. Just 90 degrees at the ankles and the knees and elbows. One thing to note that's really cool, these pants are amazing. They have like little Velcro fasteners to draw the pants tight on the ankles, you know, for the purpose of them fitting in the boots, kind of like military style. And the shirt is pretty good quality. Not a big fan of yellow. I will probably put these pants back on them very carefully. Put this bomber jacket on them, probably with no shirt. And I'll probably heat that up a little bit too, you know, so I'd have good luck not cracking it. But yeah, let's redress him. I don't see any markings other than a very faint, let's see, BSW. I'm probably yeah, I'm probably forgetting something off the top of my head, but I don't recall any toy manufacturer named BSW. No markings on the rear end, which are typical of 12-inch figures. But yeah, let's put his clothes back on, pose him with a gun, and we'll call that a wrap. Okay, so here's one more look at the Wolfenstein II, the new Colossus Terror Billy action figure based on the computer game series, Wolfenstein 3D, and the subsequent sequels. Now, I do take that back. I said I felt like his articulation was adequate. Without the crucial bicep swivel, he cannot really do anything with his awesome rifles except for hold them down at his waist like that. You can't, you know, you can't really put the other hand on the foregrip, you know, without, you know, breaking something basically. Also, this bomber jacket is super cool, but the material is so thick that, you know, he doesn't really like to pose his arms either. But the jacket looks great. You know, head sculpt is really awesome. The soft goods pants are awesome as well. So, you know, it's a cool figure. It's definitely worth, you know, anywhere from 25 to 60, you know, depending on how cheap you can score it. Definitely not on the level of anything like, you know, Hot Toys or Sideshow Collectibles. But it's really cool. I would recommend it for anybody who has a huge, you know, World War II era 1/6 scale action figure collection and just wants to add somebody else to the ranks, or video game collectors will love this. Can't recommend it, you know, for G.I. Joe guys. They won't be, you know, strictly G.I. Joe guys, they won't be happy with the articulation. Anyway, guys, that's the review. Have a good one.